Welcome to my kitchen. On the menu today is another fast and easy soup that's a meal in and of itself. And this one is, I call it golden spice soup because it will have a golden color, and it uses two things that give it that golden color. And the first is sort of an unusual ingredient. It's called chana dal. And I got this at Whole Foods, but you can get it at an Indian grocery or online easily enough. And it gives the soup a slightly different texture and a different flavor. If you can't find chana dal, or you would prefer not to go in search of it, you can just use a can of chickpeas, of ordinary chickpeas. And you'll get a nice result, but it won't quite be the same. So, chana dal is the first ingredient, and the other one is saffron. Got this at Trader Joe's. It's pretty expensive, so be prepared for some sticker shock if you've never used it. It's these lovely little threads. It's the stamen of a crocus, and you don't need much. That's the advantage. This container here, I think we've probably got at least 5 or 6 pots of soup out of just this little container. So you don't need much, but it really does add a wonderful flavor to the soup. Hi, I'm Karen. On my YouTube channel, I demonstrate how to make simple, healthy, and tasty food fast. As a coach, I help people who have struggled with overeating for a very long time. I myself struggled for over 50 years, gaining repeatedly, losing weight, and then gaining it back again, until I hit on the solution. And I've written up that solution into an ebook, 6 Strategies for Permanent Weight Loss. And if you go to the description box below, you'll find a link where you can download it for free. So now, let's get cooking. The first thing I do is the chana dal needs to soak. And don't try to cook it without soaking it, because I've done that and it needs to cook a very long time if you don't do that. So, 2 hours minimum soaking. What I like to do is, if I'm making it for lunch, I'll put these on to soak at breakfast, or if I'm doing this for dinner, like I am today, I'll put these on to soak right after lunch. So I have a 24-ounce mason jar here, and I put in my dal, and I have this handy funnel that works very well, and just put it in the mason jar, fill it with water, cover it, and let it soak for a minimum of 2 hours. So now I'm ready to start cooking. My dal's been soaking for a few hours, and it's ready to get rinsed and put into the pot. You can simmer this on the stove in a pot, or you can use an Instant Pot, which is what I'm going to be using today. One of the first things I'm going to do, and if you don't have whole cumin seeds, that's okay, you can use ground, but I think this adds a much deep, richer flavor, is I take 2 teaspoons of whole cumin seeds and put them in a dry skillet and toast them. This is a cast iron, but stainless steel will do just as well. On medium heat, and give them a few minutes and let them toast. Okay, it's been about 2 minutes, and these seeds are pretty much toasted. They're starting to get brown. I'm hearing just a little bit of crackling, so that tells me they're done. This soup is what I like to call a dump and go soup. It's really just put the ingredients in, and no sauteing or pre-cooking other than pre-soaking the dal and toasting your seeds. I have my dal in here now, and I'm going to add my toasted cumin seeds. Today I'm using 6 cups of water because I'm out of vegetable broth. You can use either vegetable stock or water, doesn't matter. Now I'm adding half a rib of celery, 2 cloves of garlic, and half of a yellow all-purpose onion. I just put them in this mini food processor to chop them up. I bought this because I had a broken wrist a few months ago and I couldn't cook. And it is a little bit of a time saver. It's certainly not what I would consider an essential kitchen tool, but it does help a little bit, especially if you're in a hurry. The other thing that helps if you're in a hurry, especially in the winter, in the summertime, I prefer to grow my own carrots, so I spend more time peeling and chopping. But in the wintertime, I'm buying carrots anyway, so what the heck, I'll just buy shredded carrots. It's easier. So it would be either a medium-sized carrot that you've chopped up yourself, or about half a cup of shredded carrots. In keeping with the golden theme of this is the saffron, and usually I just take a little bit, not this much, this is way too much, a few threads, like just that much in my hand, and then I'll just break it up a little bit and put it in the soup. I'm also adding 2 tablespoons of lemon juice and a tablespoon of yellow miso. Because this is a one-pot meal, I'm actually deviating from the all-yellow theme, and I have 2 collard greens here, leaves. I have in the recipe 1 because collards are usually pretty big, and you can use kale too, just some kind of green. And it's usually pretty big, but these are pretty small, so I'm using 2. And I like to, for soup, I like to cut my greens up into a fairly skinny julienne. So I take the center ribs out and I stack them, the half leaves like this, and then roll them up. That, and then chop. And then turn it on its side and do that. And that way you've got a fairly finely minced greens, and then throw them in the soup. The final ingredient that I'm adding is some brown rice, because this is a meal and I want to make it all inclusive. I'm also going to add a bay leaf. And that's it. 12 minutes in the Instant Pot or 20 to 25 minutes on the stove until the dal has softened. There's no need to delay gratification, and you can just go ahead and release the pressure and enjoy your soup right away. And here we go. Oh, that saffron smells so good. And there's the texture. Nice golden color. golden spice soup. Perfect one-pot meal for a cold winter evening. Saffron and cumin give it a lovely, and miso give it a lovely flavor and a nice golden color. I really hope you'll try this, and if you do, let me know in the comment box. I'd really like your feedback. Enjoy. Thanks for watching.